Well, it is coming up to the last month of winter, and this video's got plenty of hints and tips to give you some great information to get ready for the season ahead, tips on weeding and getting ready for the renovation, and some things that you might not expect. Let's get your lawn on.
Matt's Lawn is Lawnporn. Woo!
Well, it is the 27th of July. One more month to go to winter's end. I can't wait for that. We're really in a big cold snap at the moment. It's the first bit of sun we've probably had all week. Had the irrigation turned off the last 3 weeks, but let's have a look at where we're at. All right, number one, the green light really brought out some nice colors in my lawn. Really just brought that green back that was sort of missing. Sorry about my shadow there. Let's just come right back. The bow and arrow treatment that I did has really affected the weeds. It's got like 95% of them. Let's have a look. You can see those are really on the way out. That one's a little bit less affected. This one here we sort of missed. It's not really affected at all. The big pile of weeds that was here, you can see that's starting to be affected, but that will need to be dug out, and these ones, they're starting to go. So that's the thing about bow and arrow. It does take time to get rid of the weeds. You've got to be patient with it. If you've got some that survive, a second treatment will get rid of them all. Going on to mowing, I've mowed this lawn once in the last 2 months. It's been an exceptionally cold winter here. But look, that's all right. This lawn has done really, really well. It's looking really good. But it's getting a little bit fluffy. There's a little bit of growth there, so I'm going to give this a mow, and I've got it set to 14 millimeters. I mean, the edges are a bit fluffy as well, so I'm going to give it an edge. Well, right now the wind's gone right down, so today's treatment would be launch, nice balanced NPK feed, conditioning of the lawn, giving the lawn what it needs a little bit by little bit. You know, I'm a bit hopeful now because yeah, the wind has just totally gone, so might be in a bit of luck. All right, let's see how we go. We'll get this mow done.
The last month of winter is really a great chance to get ready for spring. With the increasing ground temperatures, you'll start getting growth again. If your lawn is in particularly bad condition, this is the time that you can start doing something about it and really get into spring, hitting the ground running. Now, weeds, we've just gone over that. Bow and arrow is a fantastic product that won't affect your lawn, but will take out the weeds. When it comes to feeding your lawn, you don't have to be overly complex when it comes to it, but you do have to go into it with a plan. The Lawnporn program is here to help you, and basically it has some very strategic applications.
Excellent.
Starting off the month with an attention to soil health and soil wetting, then getting into some foliar applications to force some growth, and then when the temperature's right, introducing granular fertilizer, which really helps the lawn grow. Moisten Hero at the start of the month really sets you up to make sure that your soil is in great health, the microbes are active, and to get the soil ready to accept water and nutrients. The big takeaway here is that soil and moisture are the most important things that you have to worry about with your lawn. So soil health and accepting nutrients, great. Accepting water, that's what we want. We don't want any dry patches. This is the basis of our lawn, and this is why this application is so important. The next couple of weeks in August are quite unpredictable weather-wise, so you have to have an application or application strategy that has to be flexible and be able to achieve the needs of the lawn at this time of the year. So at this time of year, we really want to start to make the lawn grow again, and we also want to protect that lawn from any cold frosts that could happen at this time of year as well. So Charger has growth promoters, and it's fantastic for leaf growth, and that's basically what we want going into the middle of August. While Charger has nitrogen, iron, and that iron is really useful for colour and protection, that's sort of a secondary thing that we sort of after at the moment. It's more the leaf growth. But, you know, they're great things to happen as well. We don't mind having a greener lawn no matter what time of year. So the first application of Charger is 200 mils per 100 square metres, which is the minimum dose. And then the next week we can go up to 300 mils because the lawn is starting to get used to foliar fertilising, nitrogen iron fertilising, and it's also going to be a little bit warmer. We really want to kick that growth in and get it going, and Charger will do that. Rounding out our August program, we reintroduce Granular fertilizer. This is a very strategic application of 4 seasons because it's a few weeks or a month thereabouts before we do a renovation. So we want to basically get nutrients into the system, into the soil, ready for the plant to use when it's stressed. And when it is stressed is when we do renovations, a stress to the plant. So we want to get the nutrients right for a fantastic repair. Last treatment is launch and root builder for plant health and root health, which is what we want before a renovation.
It's neatened it up really nicely. But look, this is what I got after my last mow, which was about a month ago. Not a heck of a lot. But look at that dark deep green that we've got middle of winter. That's the green light really working last treatment for sure, because it would have been a real pasty green. And the lawn just looks so much neater. Couple of those weeds that got cut that were looking like they weren't affected too much, they'll probably come back. But you know, I'll give it another 3 or 4 days and I'll do another bow and arrow treatment, so that's no problem there. That'll get rid of what's left over. But yeah, the colour's fantastic. You can actually see the lines if you're looking from my perspective. Can't really see them the other way because the sun's in your face. But just look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful lines, beautiful colour, beautiful condition. This is the middle of the coldest winter that we've had in Port Augusta. Tiff Tuff is just so good at holding its colour. Before we have a look out the back and see how that's going, and I haven't really been doing much there, I'm going to have a bit of a talk about what I'm doing out the back. Be sure to like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. I really appreciate the support. And we'll go check out the back and we'll finish up the video from there. Okay, so the wind did stay down. Before we go out the back, we'll quickly just put down some launch and root builder. Launch is a balanced NPK with kelp, but I've also got root builder in there for the root zone. So more I'm talking, the windier it's now getting, so I'm just going to quickly do this. We do have rain predicted for a couple of hours, and it's going to be like 5 to 10 mil, but you know, most of it will go in the system within that 2 hours. If it rains straight after the application, it doesn't matter, it makes it a soil soak rather than leaf transfer. It still works, but it's not quite as good because the leaf transfer is more direct than the leaching that you'd get with the soil, etc. But anyway, oh, wind's down a bit now, so I'm just gonna go for it.
The other big tip that I'd give you at this time of year is to get your cylinder mower looked at, serviced and sharpened, and any other equipment that's associated with the lawn, you really want to get that in tip-top condition right now.
All right, now to the back. All right, now to the backyard. It's actually looking quite good. Obviously the dog holes here, they're not going to repair throughout the winter because the lawn isn't growing much, but having said that, I'm quite surprised how much this kikuyu out the back is growing. I've been mowing this 2 times a week with the Mowing Luba 2X. An update on the trees out the back, they're still there. I still don't have a date of when they're going, but that'll happen. When these trees go, that'll be fantastic. And then, you know, I'll look to neaten up around the areas that, you know, the dog has mucked up. As you know, I do quite a bit of stuff with the Mowing crowd, simply because they are excellent robotic mowers. If you're in the market for like your small manicured lawn, the Mini Yucca is probably where you're at. I've reviewed that model. It's a fantastic little mower. It'll go down to 25 millimeters, and that's really fantastic. And I had that going on my cooch lawn pre-winter, and while the growth was still going in autumn, and I was growing up a bit, and that was doing a fantastic job there. The Luba 2X I've got here is a fairly bit more capable. It's a 4-wheel drive mower. It will basically, it goes down to 30 millimeters in the Australian version, and that's what I've got it set to at the moment. Don't know if I've got the right camera angle, but my lines here go up and down. This isn't really a challenge for this mower because it's just a 40 square metre square block basically. It's pretty flat. It is quite thick Kikuyu, but I've got that set to 30 mils and just going one way instead of doing the crisscross, just to accentuate the lines up and down. And you can make those lines go any direction that you want.
In a future video, we'll certainly have a decent look at the Motion series and this Luba 2X, which I haven't got around to reviewing yet, simply because it's been out of season. But look, I'm looking forward to showing what this can do and the experience that I've had with it, which is very good, and it is a very, very capable mower and well worth a look at if you're into robotic lawnmowers. And look, you know, it's fantastic. It looks after itself really once you get it going, and there's not too many hiccups that I find with these mowers. So yeah, definitely look forward to that review. Look, today's video is as much as I could cram into a Sunday. I had lots of technical issues, the internet's not working properly, but look, I think it shows you really where I'm at, where I'm going, and really helping you with your season ahead. I think it's going to be great times ahead. Get your lawn on.
Matt's lawn is lawn porn.